Hey everybody, welcome to the ultimate dog breed showdown. It's gonna be epic. You know I love dogs, right? Of course you do. Who doesn't? And today, we're talking about the funniest of the funny. We got ourselves a real three-way dance going on here. In this corner, we got those lovable goofballs, the boxers. In the other corner, with noses to the ground, it's the Beagles. And last but not least, rocking those adorable little legs, it's the Corgis. Get ready for some laughs as we compare their quirks, funny behaviors, and unique traits. First up, let's talk about boxers. These guys are like the class clowns of the dog world, always up for a good time and ready to make you smile. Their playful antics and boundless energy make them the life of any gathering. You know what I'm talking about, right? They've got this hilarious way of running around like they just stole something. And they do it with such enthusiasm that you can't help but laugh. Which, knowing boxers, they probably tried to, at least. They're notorious for their playful mischief, always looking for something to grab and run away with. And their faces? Don't even get me started on their faces. Those expressive eyes and comical expressions are enough to melt anyone's heart. Those wrinkly foreheads and big, goofy grins, forget about it. It's like they're always in on some inside joke that only they understand. It's impossible to look at a boxer and not laugh, especially when they do that thing where they wiggle their whole body. It's like their joy is so immense it can't be contained. It's like a dance move gone wrong in the best way possible. Their uncoordinated yet enthusiastic moves are a sight to behold. And speaking of energy, these pups have got it in spades. They can run for hours and still have energy left to play. They'll run you ragged at the park, play fetch until you're the one panting, and still want more. Their stamina is truly impressive. That's why they call it puppy energy, am I right? Even as adults, boxers retain that youthful exuberance. But hey, that's what makes boxers so special. Their zest for life is contagious, and they bring joy to everyone around them. They bring the fun wherever they go, even if it means getting into a little bit of mischief along the way. Their playful nature is part of their charm. They're like furry four-legged comedians, always ready with a silly antic or a goofy expression to brighten your day. Their humor and playfulness make them unforgettable companions. Next up, we've got the Beagles. These guys are like the Sherlock Holmes of the dog world, always hot on the trail of, well, pretty much anything that smells interesting. And let me tell you, for Beagles, the world is one big, fascinating mystery waiting to be solved. Their noses are their superpower, and they use them to explore every inch of their surroundings. You walk them down the street, it's like watching a furry little detective at work. Every blade of grass, every fire hydrant, every lamppost, they gotta sniff it all. It's their way of gathering clues about the world around them. And don't even get me started on squirrels. Those little critters are like the ultimate challenge for a Beagle's detective skills. You see a squirrel run past a Beagle, it's game over. They'll be off like a shot, ears flapping in the wind, that little tail wagging like crazy. They'll be off like a shot, ears flapping in the wind, that little tail wagging like crazy. It's a sight to behold and a reminder of their boundless energy. And the best part? That classic Beagle howl. It's their way of communicating and expressing their excitement. It's like a combination of a yodel and a siren, and it's guaranteed to make you laugh every single time. It's one of the many quirks that make Beagles so endearing. But hey, that's just part of their charm, right? Their playful nature and curious spirit make them wonderful companions. They're curious, they're playful, and they're always up for an adventure. Especially if that adventure involves following their noses. Whether it's a hike in the woods or a stroll in the park, they're always ready to explore. Just be sure to keep a close eye on them because those noses can lead them into some pretty hilarious situations. From getting stuck in bushes to chasing their own tails, Beagles are always up to something amusing. Last but not least, we've got the Corgis. These dogs are like the royalty of the dog world with their adorable little legs and their big fluffy butts. They have a charm that's simply irresistible. I mean, seriously, have you ever seen a Corgi walk? It's one of the cutest things you'll ever witness. It's like watching a furry little loaf of bread waddle around. And their legs? Oh, those legs are something else. Don't even get me started on those legs. They're so short and stubby, it's amazing they can even reach the ground. They're so short and stubby, it's amazing they can even reach the ground. But those little legs carry a lot of energy and spirit. But don't let their size fool you folks, because Corgis are full of personality. They're small but mighty. They're herding dogs at heart, which means they love to round things up. Even if those things don't need to be rounded up. Even if those things don't need to be rounded up. Kids, cats, furniture, you name it. Kids, cats, furniture. If it moves, a Corgi will try to hurt it. They have an instinct that's hard to ignore. If it moves, a Corgi will try to hurt it. They've got this hilarious way of nipping at heels and barking orders. They've got this hilarious way of nipping at heels and barking orders, like they're the CEO of the whole darn house. Like they're the CEO of the whole darn house. And let's be honest, they kind of are. But hey, that's what we love about them, right? They're feisty, they're independent, and they always keep us entertained. They're feisty, they're independent, and they always keep us entertained. Plus, you gotta admit, those fluffy little butts are pretty darn cute. Corgis truly are big dog personalities in tiny packages. Give it up for these hilarious hounds, everybody. We gotta meet some seriously funny pups today. Thanks for watching our hilarious dog breed face-off. You know what to do? Which breed made you laugh the most? Was it the goofy boxers, the curious Beagles, or the herding Corgis? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun videos.